Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Crypto Plebs channel. I know it's been a while, guys. I'm back at it. We had a lot of stuff that happened over this week, so we got to get into it and cover it all. I hope everybody's doing okay. And as always, I hope everybody's staying blessed out here. I know there's been a lot of crazy stuff happening, but we just got to stay level headed and hope for the best for this country and for this world. And hopefully everything will come through. So we had that Fed meeting, guys, as expected. Jerome Powell held the rates. We're still expecting these two rate cuts for the later on in the year. Hopefully we get them in September. I know me and the Discord, we are trying to now kind of re-strategize the plans for hopefully quarter 4, maybe bull run. We have to see. But like I said, guys, this was to be expected. He still says the same old stuff that he needs more data and he needs to see how these tariffs are going to affect, the economy. And so we're just kind of going into a defensive stand right now. I know the markets are really timid with the stuff that is happening overseas. I don't want to get into much into this, guys. And I have, a lot of friends that are on both sides of the aisle here. And, look, everybody has their opinions on this. I think I can speak for the majority of my channel and probably most of you guys that are watching. I don't think people are really down for, innocent people being hurt on both sides. I think that, look, we've been through a lot of stuff these past 4 years. I think, everybody, not just the American people, are wanting peace. So we just pray that our world leaders can figure this out and hopefully come to a peaceful solution. But, look, at the end of the day, these are politicians and sometimes these people have other interests at hand. So, we just got to pray for them and hopefully everything comes out for the best. So tensions are, escalating. Trump's been on X and Truth Social. A lot of things have been said. I know they got aircraft carriers and warships headed down that way. I know the bombings have been intensifying from both sides. So doesn't look like things are slowing down. Look, again, I don't want to get too much into it because I know, like I said, these are real finicky subjects, but just know that these always revolve around our crypto bags and we try to keep it neutral. So just know, guys, if there is escalation, this will cause ripple effects into crypto. Maybe Bitcoin might be able to tank some of it, but the altcoins most definitely will get really ravaged in all this. But, the title of the video is, the war and escalations. Should you sell your bags? I've been having a lot of people reach out to me and ask me, Jump, do you think we should be selling and waiting for a dip? Guys, the time to do these things is when the market's up in the green. Historically, markets always recover, from these war escalations. And sometimes after the last missile drops, the market's already actually in the process of recovering. I watched a video from Andre Jick. He's a really, I don't know if he's one of the best finance gurus here in YouTube, but he really makes really great videos. And, I watched one of his videos. It was really informative. I probably suggest you guys to give him a check out if you don't know who he is. But, he went through a lot of historical data that just went through and showed a bunch of events where there was war. And, typically within a year or even months, the market rallied up 60 to 80% from those lows. So, the tricky part is trying to time these things. And that's where I think a lot of investors always have problems at, is because they're always, trying to time these dips. And, they put in $1 and they're concerned if it's going to keep going down more and more and more. I think that's where it's always best to, make sure that you're getting the knowledge that you need to learn how to read charts better and maybe, find somebody that can help you out with these things. But look, you'll never be able to time the bottom. I sometimes even have trouble with that. So, at these times, guys, I just tell people, look, if you have $100, $200 and your crypto is getting beat down, my best bet is always to tell people is just a DCA, drop $10 in there. If it goes down further, put 5% and just kind of DCA down. We don't know how far this is going to go. Nobody knows. Trump or another world leader can send out a tweet tomorrow that everything's fine and dandy. Next thing you know, the market pumps, you sold off, and then now you're left behind and you're buying on top. and then the market corrects and then you lose money. So, it's just, you'll never be able to get away from it, guys. Sometimes you just got to clamp down and you got to just kind of grit your teeth and invest. Because I can tell you one thing, guys, while people are panic selling, things like this are happening right now. Coinbase has been, seeking the US approval to offer blockchain based stocks. So, tokenization is coming, guys. Things are happening. The stable coin bill got passed, and it's going before the House to get that final vote and then go before the president to get signed. Trump was saying that he would like to have this bill passed before August. It's happening, guys. I know a lot of people are thinking that it's not going to happen. It has a highly likelihood of passing. I think it's over 60 to 70% proved to be passed. A lot of these assets are going to be traded on the stock exchange, and RWAs like Chainlink and Ondo are going to be forefronts for tokenization, guys. And I know that right now the market sucks. I know a lot of time people are questioning this bull run, and trust me, it's came across my mind a couple times too. But this is a time where you got to grit your teeth and you got to pull them britches up and you got to do it. If you really truly believe in crypto, if you believed in it at the top in January, then you got to believe at it at the bottom. And I hope that you guys make the right choices, because if you sell now and walk away, you will miss out on a lot of life-changing opportunities that the market will bring to us later on. Like I said, I understand, when you buy something, it keeps dipping. I saw a lot of people that were just kind of upset about a few tokens, and they're like, what's going on? And trust me, I get it. If you guys feel it, I definitely feel it. But I try to not think about the short term. I think about the long term. And I think that that's where a lot of us need to, keep these things in mind. Ethereum has had its all-time high staking, in all-time high. Over 35 million ETH locked. Guys, come on, man. Think about it. Stable coins are running off Ethereum. Things are happening, guys. I honestly believe that a lot of these people that are selling now is just dumb money, retail. Something's coming. And regardless if you believe it or not, and if you think that this is just another, blowing smoke up your ass kind of thing, then hey, that's you. But I'm telling you right now, I'm rolling the dice here. I'd rather just say, hey, look, you know what? If I'm going to take another 20% drawdown, then so be it. But I'm not selling anything, not just yet. I think that we're going to have this blow off top at the end of the year. Could I have sold some of my bags, a little earlier? Yeah. But they would have been short-term capital gains. I'm in it for the long haul, guys. I'm trying to get this, short-term, not short-term, the long-term capital gains, guys. The problem with swing trading, guys, you got to keep that kind of stuff in mind. It's the long-term and the short-term. So just stay convicted, guys. Things are happening behind the scenes, and things are happening, guys. You just got to make sure you're tuned in and staying locked in. Fortunately, we do have some bad news, though. Pump Fund, GMGN, and other tokens like BullX are probably going to get banned. I'm not sure if this is confirmed, but I know that XSource, their X accounts got banned. I don't know if this is some type of tailwind. Maybe they may be facing some type of SEC scrutiny. I know a lot of my meme traders in my Discord, they're kind of like on red alert. I typically don't really mess with these too much. Ever since, the last Trump token, I've been kind of just pulling back from stuff like that. Every now and then I'll get in, and I've made some pretty good money off some meme tokens last week, but I don't degen as much as I used to. I don't know what's going to come about from this. I love Solana, but I'm not really a fan of Pump Fund, to be honest with you. I think that, a lot of people have gotten burned from there. And then the people that are the owners of Pump Fund, they love to sell Solana tokens. So, we can get these kind of people out of here. In my opinion, that would be great. Like I said, I have no problem with meme tokens. I love them, but I'm not really down with the whole degenerative part of crypto. There's just too much rugs and stuff like that. And you know, that's part of the game, I guess, but it's just a different type of cycle and it's not the same how it used to be. So, I don't know. We'll see how that stuff goes, guys. But, look, we need to talk about a few of these tokens and we especially need to talk about Aerodrome Finance because, guys, we are up 2.5x from originally where we called this at during April. So if you were listening to me and paying attention to me, this is a 2.5x from originally when I first called it. I think a lot of my friends here in the KGU and even some of the plebs, they got in over here, and you still got a nice little, hey, we can just say a nice little 2x, man. It's close enough. We can go and round it up. Your boy likes to round stuff up. But yeah, I've already addressed this, why this token has ran up a lot. But for some of the people in the back that haven't heard, this is going to be integrated into Coinbase. So instead of you having to use a DEX to buy your favorite base meme tokens, you can get them directly on Coinbase. The fact that Aerodrome Finance is staying really strong in this situation where the markets are pulling back and Aerodrome seems to be the only token that has a pair right now is super bullish. I've told this to everybody in my Discord that when things go bearish, Aerodrome is the first to hit the ground. But when things take off and there's any type of bullish news around it, this token is like a Brahma bull. Guys, I think this thing could literally go to $1.80. If we can continue this momentum and we can continue just to have, hopefully, nothing crazy happen, I think it can still continue to build momentum. I know a lot of people are asking me, though, jump the levels. And look, to be honest with you, support is probably down here at 70 cents, but it hasn't broke down there. And I would be looking to see first if we can maybe, because we were what, the 17th, we were down here at 70 cents. So that's what I would go ahead and set some buy alerts down here. You could even start DCAing around 80 cents, and DCA down to 70 cents. You guys that are keep going with this 50 cents and 60 cents, look, I don't know. Anything can happen, but I'd rather start getting positions around, the 70 cent zone. And please, guys, next time when your boy makes a call out, you should always question everything that I or anybody else gives out. But it's just kind of these things, man. It's crypto. It's a risk. If you're going to take it, take it. If you're not, sometimes it's going to play out and you're just going to have to watch other people win. So, all this is a gamble from XRP down to BTC to ETH. It's all a gamble. Some are more riskier than others. But, I would like to say, look, Aerodrome is going to be the next Uniswap. And if it can do anywhere near what Uniswap did, that's an easy 10x from here. But let's just see what's up, guys. Let's move over to BTC. BTC is looking all right. It's a little down from its all-time high. It's, let's see. We're about 6% down from the all-time high. And, we're looking pretty nice. I think we had a couple of these lows right here at 103. We came down here at June the 5th, down here to 100,005. Looks like we're doing okay. For me, I'm just watching to see what happens. If we get any type of war news, this 102.5, I'm looking for this area right here to see if we can hold it. If we can hold above this, I think everything will be okay. But I want to see if we're going to break this trend line. If we break the trend line, then yeah, we're going to be in some trouble. We probably could come all the way down here to the lower, 98,000. That would be my first target area to go really hard on a long. So if you guys are looking for the good leverage plays, and you guys are looking for a leverage long, look for that setup at 98.5 to 99K. Let's see. Let's hit ETH real quick. ETH still looks good, guys. I know a lot of people are still kind of a little concerned about it. I talk to my Discord about this all the time. It still looks good. I mean, look at it. I mean, it's kind of consolidating right here at this 2,500 zone. It still looks like it's building a lower high. Everything looks good. We have this resistance up here at 2,900. once we bang that out, it's all up to the races, man. Once we clear that 3,000, 3,200, 33 all day, every day. This may have to take over the summer to do this. The fact that we have no rate cuts, it makes this a little bit more challenging. So, for me, if I am going to take a long, I'm probably going to wait to see if we can hit this, 23.79 if we come down lower. But if we still stay ranging right here, I'll look for maybe the 24.50. We just got to wait and see. I'm not really looking to hop into anything right now until we get this this war situation figured out. And then let's go ahead and cover XRP, everybody's favorite XRP token. Guys, if you're looking for any tokens to be trading, I'll let your boy over here at FAMX. We got a little competition going. We were 10th place. We got smacked up a little bit. Some of the guys on the team got smacked up a little bit. So we need some people on the team. We're running with 15. We're going up against guys that are like 30 deep, 40 deep. We have 10 people at one. Like I said, at one point we were at 10th. Me and a few of my guys were holding the team down, but a few of my members were getting smacked, so they got our average down a little bit. But it's all good, man. This is our first competition. We weren't looking to win this thing, so I'm just even surprised we got this high. So it's a good experience, but we're always looking for people to join up and sign up with FEMX. So if you guys are looking to sign up, I'll put some links below. So let's get back to XRP. XRP is still doing the dang thing, man. I've been not buying the token itself, but I've been buying the XXRP on the stock exchange on my broker account. It's a 2x leverage play that I've been loading up on. I hold a pretty good amount of it. And every time that we start breaking down to this 208, 205, I just keep loading the boat in this thing, man. And as soon as we get back to maybe 275, $3, I'll probably be taking some profits. But, XRP, look, guys, expecting the ETFs, the Ripple IPO. These are things that you got to keep your eyes on, guys. Remember, all this stuff is still happening. All the things that are happening behind the scenes that are distracting all the investors, you got to make sure you're keeping your eyes on the prize. Don't sell your bags, man. The time to sell your bags was at 275. Now that we're down here, you need to be locked in. Pay attention to this 213 area. If we break below, start hitting your buy orders around 210, 208. And, like I said, for me, if I go down here to this area, I'm going to put in the long here at this area. Right now, I'm just chilling. I want to see what happens with this whole de-escalation, like I said, see what happens. And, if everything goes smooth, yeah, I'll take a little pop shot here around the area that it's at right now, but I'm just waiting. Other than that, man, let me go ahead and cut this video out. If you guys made it through the end of the video, thank you. I know I kind of rushed through this really quickly. I just needed to get a video out. It's been a while. And I also needed to make sure to let you guys know that we'll be going live, I guess, today in the KGU. Make sure you guys hop on and show your boys some love. And, like I said, this is going to be my first live. So you take it easy on me. Show me some love. Make sure you're sub to the channel. Make sure that you are tapping in with me. And we'll talk to you guys later on today.